With the recent news about the UK actually pushing out a report about the FICO principle of AI ethics, today we're going to talk about the AI machine learning application on fraud prevention. My name is Xing, and this is your Feedzai Financial Crime News Weekly Updates. In machine learning, specifically for fraud prevention or fraud detection, the most used techniques is actually supervised machine learning model. The reason being that a lot of times you already have a fraud operation team as well as some sort of a compliance as well as feedback loops that coming in. So you would already have a decent understanding of what kind of fraud you're experiencing. And what you really need is actually using the machine learning algorithm to be able to help you to better detect fraud. The supervised machine learning model, what it does is actually to make sense with thousands of combinations of different characteristics and then tell you collectively what is a suspicious activity look like. And the most commonly used algorithm are usually tree-based model. There are a couple of algorithms that are very famous. Random forest is one. You can think about it as each of the tree is making a decision. It's similar to a traditional decision tree, right? So how the decision tree works is basically I look at the timing of the transaction. If it's at certain time, I think it's more suspicious, so it goes to one bucket. And then after that, I do a further split saying, maybe look at this transaction location. I also think it's more risky. And then I look at, this email address also look more risky. So you can actually split the tree. That's how we say you split the tree into different leaves. At the end of the tree, you will be able to actually come to a decision saying whether this transaction is fraudulent or not. And the random forest is actually a collection of trees. So essentially for each tree, you make a decision. And then at the end, it's like voting, right? So you actually, the whole forest voted whether you think this transaction is fraudulent or not. Another very well used technique is a boosting model. So things like XGBoost, like GBM, every time you learn from last time what you have left the residual and then make clever decision at the end. So when you actually use machine learning algorithm, the one that I talk about, the tree algorithm, to make a decision on top of your transaction, what you get instead of a black and white yes or no, which is really triggered by the rules, you actually can get a probability. But not only we are giving you a score, but also we're giving you reason code. We can also call it white box explanation. So that reason code will also tell you what are the top contributed attributes to make the model think this transaction is more suspicious than the others. Next time we'll talk about the model fairness in fraud prevention. This is Xing, and thank you so much for watching Feedzai Weekly Updates.